Star Wars, Dark Forces, Rebel Agent. It has been 5 years since the destruction of the first Death Star, and months since the defeat of the Empire at the Battle of Endor. Since the Emperor's fall, the fledgling Alliance has struggled to drive the Empire further and further back from the worlds it conquered. But now, a new threat has emerged. The Dark Jedi known as Jarek has uncovered an ancient prophecy and a source of unbelievable power. Somewhere among the stars lies an uncharted planet and a mysterious place called the Valley of the Jedi. Only the murdered rebel leader Morgan Katarn knew its whereabouts, recording the secret on a data disk for his son Kyle. Unfortunately for the young rebel, a scheming droid called AT-88 obtained the disk. The droid was able to decipher some of its information and deliver it to Jarek just before Kyle caught up with him. Tracking the droid to Nar Shaddaa, Kyle recovered the disk, but was wounded in the ensuing battle. Recovering from his wounds, Kyle receives a vision from the murdered Jedi Master Ron, warning him of the task he must complete.
Jarek. Valley of the Jedi. Oh, Jarek. Gotta stop, Jarek.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta find the valley.
All right, he's coming out of it. Alert the commander that Katarn is recovering. I think some people in Special Ops will want to know.
Mon Mothma, I'm sorry for the interruption, but I believe this is... Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you had visitors.
Jan, good to see you. I don't believe you've met. May I introduce Leia Organa Solo?
Hello.
Leia Organa? As in Princess Leia Organa Solo?
A title I gave up some time ago. And this is my brother Luke
Skywalker.
Yeah.
The Luke Skywalker. Mm-hmm. Hero of the Battle of Yavin and the Battle of Endor.
Yeah, just call me Luke. Good to meet you.
Mon Mothma, forgive me. You obviously have something more important.
No, Jan, stay.
Yes, please. From what Mon Mothma tells me, you and your partner were the ones who stole the Death Star plans in the first place, which makes you as much of a hero as I am, if you insist on that.
This is a real pleasure, Jan. What you did back then, it took a lot of courage and saved a lot of lives. Thank you.
Oh, well, thanks. I mean...
Jan, you have something to report.
Yes, I may have uncovered something important. You know I followed Kyle when he took personal time and went to Nar Shaddaa.
Yes.
He recovered a data disk there. It contained a lot of information, including data about something called the Valley of the Jedi.
Oh. What?
You've heard of it?
Yes. Years ago from a Jedi Master named Yoda. And more recently from others. No one's actually seen it, though, and that makes me wonder.
Well, for what it's worth, Kyle's father thought it was real. He left a message for his son about it.
Left a message? What happened to him?
8 years ago, the Imperials murdered Morgan Katarn and placed his head on a spike.
He was beheaded? That's how he was killed?
I think so. Does it make a difference?
It might. It's my experience that beheadings are as rare as the weapons used to carry them out. As rare as lightsabers.
I knew of Kyle's father. Long ago, we had a common ally, a Jedi named Ron. Morgan Katarn was a good man with a keen mind, and if he thought something was important, we would be wise to pay attention. Can you play this disc for us, Jan?
Yes. It's encoded, but I had some of the techs in the encryption room work on it.
Good.
It's not perfect. You'll get the idea.
This message is intended for my son, Kyle Katarn. Kyle, I have left 2 very important items for you. The first is a map to the Valley of the Jedi, and is embedded in the stone ceiling above this room. The last is a lightsaber that once belonged to a friend and great Jedi, Ron. Use it well. Use it for good.
That's all we could get off the disc.
Jan, no offense intended, but why should this message concern the Alliance? Our resources are scarce. I'm not sure we can afford to start a massive search for this Valley of the Jedi, if it even exists.
The Imperials care. I think they lured Kyle to Nar Shaddaa, hoping he could decode it for them. When he took it, they fought to get it back. If the Imperials want something that badly, I'd say it deserves our attention.
Well, if you follow that line of logic, then...
Leia, she may be right. Listen to the legend. Hundreds of years ago, a Jedi named Khan turned to the dark side and formed the Brotherhood of Darkness. The Brotherhood used the dark side of the Force to build an empire, and were well on their way toward expanding it when an army was raised to oppose them. The army of opposition consisted of beings from many planets and species, but they were all Jedi.
Right.
The two sides came together on a remote and little-known world. Salvos of pure energy were exchanged. Storms raged across the land, and lightning flashed from the skies. Entire cities were destroyed, and a species was pushed to the edge of extermination. Spirits were separated from their bodies. Finally, after days of mortal combat, the Brotherhood was defeated. Now, knowing that he had lost, but unwilling to accept defeat, Khan lured his opponents into a valley, and it was there that the Brotherhood of Darkness committed suicide, taking the Jedi with them, not to the freedom of death, but into a state of suspended animation, where they remain trapped. Now, their spirits should be released and allowed to merge with the Force. That's what Yoda told me. I assume that's what this other Jedi, Ron, had wanted. But it would also be possible to tap the energy in the valley and use it for evil. Now, assuming the stories are true, assuming that such a place exists, it would be well worth fighting for.
Kyle will be up and around soon. He's obsessed with finding the man who murdered his father. And now I'll bet he won't stop until he's translated this disc for himself.
Why not just tell him what's on it? If there is a map to the Valley of the Jedi, we should locate it immediately.
But we don't know where this map is. That part of the message was cut off.
All the more reason to tell Katarn immediately.
He doesn't know I took it. Besides, we couldn't translate everything. I have a feeling there's more here than the disc reveals. Kyle's father encoded it knowing Kyle would figure out a way to read the disc. I think we have to leave this to him.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea, Jan. Kyle needs time to recuperate.
With all due respect, agents are wounded all the time and thrown into action again the moment they can walk. If this is about Kyle and the fact that he was an Imperial officer, then say so.
He was an Imperial?
8 years ago. And he proved his loyalty on Danuda. You said it yourself. The rebellion would have been finished if Kyle Katarn hadn't stolen those plans.
True, Jan. Kyle did prove he was willing to betray the Empire. But who is to say he might not betray us as well? In all the years since Danuda, he has never officially joined the Alliance.
Kyle's not much of a joiner.
Yet he joined the Imperial Military Academy. He graduated from it. Why is it then that with us he consistently disobeys orders and goes off on personal missions of his own? This incident on Nar Shaddaa is only the most recent example. If this Valley of the Jedi is as important as Luke thinks, how can I be assured of Kyle's loyalty?
If you still don't trust him...
Mon
then-
Mothma, much as I hate to switch sides, I have to mention Han. He was a smuggler, and some say worse. He graduated from the academy, yet we've all trusted him with our lives. People can change.
Perhaps, Leia. Luke, you've heard all sides of this argument. What are your thoughts? Can you see anything that might help us?
The future is always in motion. It's hard to see. But I think the answer lies in the present, in the message we just heard. The message mentioned that a Jedi had left a lightsaber for Kyle. That gift implies talent. I suspect this Ron would have made Kyle a Jedi if the Empire hadn't come along. I believe we can trust this Kyle. At least we can trust his motives. The real question is, can he trust himself? A self-taught Jedi. A great deal could go wrong.
So are you suggesting we let him continue?
I'm suggesting that there is a force moving Kyle Katarn's life along a certain path. And I don't think that you or I or the whole Alliance could stop Kyle Katarn from confronting his destiny.
Very well. But I cannot afford to take risks. Jan, say nothing of this meeting, and allow Kyle to do as he will. If he's even half the man you say he is, all will be well.
Thank you, Mon Mothma.
But if he turns on us, if he wants to use this valley for his own purposes, then Jan, I expect you to do your duty to the Alliance.
Meaning?
meaning I expect you to kill him.
Very well, Mon Mothma. Luke?
Leia?